So this is an earpick that I white labeled. As you can see, it's just a simple earpick that comes with a casing, and I put in my brand logo, which is Sydney Supplies. So this was a product that I was gonna sell on Amazon Australia. So you could absolutely do this for anything, whether it's drop shipping, Amazon. This applies to any product, whether it's white labeling or making your own product. What I did was I just found a generic high quality earpick. I contacted a bunch of suppliers and I found one that worked with me, and I gave them my logo and they just sort of printed my logo onto their products, and I was able to get them to make hundreds of more of this earpick. But yeah, I'll be taking you through the whole process on my laptop right now. Alright, so the first thing we're going to go over is how to make your logo. So as you saw on the earpick, the logo was Sydney Supplies. So what I literally did was like Sydney logo. Then I went to images, and there was a bunch of logos that I could use. And then eventually I was able to use this logo actually. This is the exact logo I used. As you can see, it just says Sydney, and what I did next was I found a similar font and I wrote Sydney Supplies underneath. I'm going to show you the logo right now. So this is what I started with, and then I added in the supplies underneath and I made it a PNG, removing the white background. Sydney Supplies. What I did to find a font was I used the font, and this is where you could get free fonts, and I literally just scrolled through them and I kept on scrolling until I could find a font that looked really similar. So this is what I did. New fonts. Yep, I just kept scrolling down until I found one that was similar. Another thing you could use is you could upload. What I did was I cut out just Sydney, and then you could also upload it to a font detector. And this, once you upload the image onto the font detector, it'll find you similar looking fonts to the one. And then, you know, sometimes you'll be able to find free fonts that come with it. But that's another method, uploading the logo onto here, finding a similar font to Sydney. Then once you find that font, edit in supplies underneath. So that's exactly how I went ahead and did the logo. I put everything together through Photoshop, but you can literally do it with any photo editing software. It doesn't have to be Photoshop, but Photoshop is pretty cheap now since there is like a monthly subscription now. It's literally, let's see, you could literally get Photoshop for as cheap as 14 Australian dollars a month. So that's like 10 USD a month. It's that cheap, and you'll be able to use Photoshop, which I highly recommend you get. So that's step one, making the logo. Step two is finding an image of the product you want. So what I did was I went to Alibaba, I searched up earpick. And as you can see, there's tons of earpicks. And what I wanted was an earpick with a case. So I was able to find an earpick photo with a case from one of these listings. I'll show it to you guys now. This is what I found. This was the product that many suppliers offer, just the simple earpick as well as a case. And what I did was I literally just edit the logo I made on top of the actual product. So now I have like a basically draft of what I'm looking for and what I can then send to the supplier. But as you can see from the very beginning, when I showed you the product, I actually chose blue. They give you the option of one color, and I think it was drastically cheaper. I saved probably like a decent amount of money not having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors. I was able to just save a ton of money just picking one color that I was happy with. So that's exactly what I did. So after you then create this image, what you next want to do is you want to reach out to a ton of suppliers. So after I write earpick, maybe earpick with like spacing, I would open all the suppliers, open in a new tab, and I'll just have like 20 tabs open, and I'll email them my request. But here's the text template I use. Hey, my name's Andy. I own an e-commerce store that sells through. There you put in your website, you put in Amazon, and I would like to add your earpick to my catalog. Can you please quote me on the following MOQ? shipping by air to Amazon Warehouse Australia, since I was doing this for Amazon. But you could then, if you're from the United States, put in United States. If you're from a certain country, put in your country. Or if you're using a fulfillment center, put in the location of that fulfillment center. Barcode and custom logo printed on product. Barcode just because I was doing Amazon. Custom logo printed on product because I wanted to white label and create my own product. And can you also please tell me the estimate time of manufacturing? Thank you. And this is literally the same text I sent to every one of these suppliers, as well as I would attach the image of what I was looking for. I'll attach this in the message. And it was as simple as that.